My name is Bill Christie, and my wife Kelly and I have been members here since 2004. But I want to go back earlier than that. We moved to Nashville in 1989, having been in Chicago for 7 years for my doctoral work. And while we were in Chicago, we never attended church. It didn't really enter our mind to go to church. And we came in 1989, and we kind of upheld that practice. Never thought about church and never attended church. We didn't become really faith-oriented again until we joined here in 2004. But let me take you back a little bit. In 1998, I was part of a committee to evaluate a chair of teaching excellence at Vanderbilt. And typically these were people nominated by different areas within what's called University Central. So these would be people who are doing lectures or case studies, kind of the traditional method. And we had one woman nominated from the School of Medicine, Virginia Eddy. And Virginia was a surgeon in the trauma unit. And the way that we were going to evaluate her was by doing rounds. So we all met at 5:30 one morning to go in and do rounds. And we walked into the intensive care trauma unit. And there were probably 5 or 6 beds, each one having at least one, if not 2, nurses attending to them. And we walked into the room, and I just stopped. I was struck by something. I felt a presence in that room, and I remember even stopping and looking up, saying, where is that? What's going on? And I couldn't at all put my finger on it, but I just thought there's something else here. I could feel it. It permeated everything, but it kind of felt benign. It wasn't trying to intercede. It wasn't trying to do anything other than simply be present. And I was struck by that the whole time that we were in intensive care. And I went home that morning and told Kelly, I said, something weird just happened. I had some kind of encounter in there I can't explain. And I kind of held on to that, but didn't really think about it too much anymore until we came to Westminster. And once I was here and learned from Casey and Donovan and Guy's disciple classes, I started to understand a great deal more about God and God's presence. And I think that that's what I felt. I think I felt a presence of God's love in that room. And it wasn't there to do anything other than take people by the hand and know that they're surrounded by God's love. And that, now that I've interpreted that way, it even gives me chills that much more to think about what it was I experienced. And what struck me now, thinking about it again, it wasn't as if that being I felt in that room was distinguishing among people based on age or sexual orientation or what their individual faith was or politics. It was there for everyone. It was holding everyone's hand going through that terrible experience of being in a trauma unit. So now that I think back on it, I just feel so lucky to be part of Westminster, part of this faith community, and to know that we're all walking with God in His love.